what I'm trying to be very explicit about is you need to know your purchase frequency rate. So again, this is how often customers are coming back and buying from you. Is it one time? Is it two times? And what is your AOV? What's your LTV? How much are customers spending on their initial purchase or over a period of time? Very key metric for you to understand if you ever want to scale. And also, which customers should you be focusing on? What is the amount of dollars spent in my store in any given period of time that'll determine if a customer is worth more than me? And you know what the best thing is? You don't have to do anything different. All you got to do is know your numbers. So let me show you how to find them. All right, guys. So we got our doc open, and yes, I'll definitely be sharing with this so you can follow along. But it's very simple doc. It does have a lot of unnecessary clicks that you have to kind of go into. You have to constantly update this. So it does kind of get some tiresome after a while, which is thankfully I'm going to be able to show you an app that'll be able to do this for you, which is great. So all we're trying to determine with this entire doc is what is our purchase frequency rate and how do we set this benchmark so we know what to focus upon increasing when we launch our frequency campaigns, when we launch our retention campaigns. And it starts with your customers, right? We have to know how many customers come during a period of time so that we can get a good baseline of where to go. How much are they spending every time they come to my store? This initial purchase, right? What are they putting into this cart? The amount of transactions, right? Are we getting more transactions than actual single customers to our store? And by putting the amount of transactions by our purchases, like we're definitely going to be able to find the amount of times that they come back to our store. And what this will eventually give us is what that value is, right? It's going to show us who are most of our customers, customers that are coming back and spending 99, 100, 150 or more. So how to find the first initial one. I'm a Shopify dude, so forgive me anybody else who isn't. I recommend you should. What we're going to do is we're going to navigate to home. 1 second to populate. Cool. Go into our customers. From customers, I need to filter and make sure that they had a purchase. So what we're going to use for this example is we're going to use beginning of Q1. So place an order, select. Now obviously the more data the better, but for the sake of time, on or after, I'm going to do beginning. Very cool. Add the filter. I'm going to make sure that we do want to sort by bot or place an order over 0, the number greater than 0, so that we make sure we eliminate anybody who uses discount promo code. And like that. Cool. So this should be everybody that spent once or twice or multiple times on my store. And then I'm going to export. So you can see I have it right here. I'm going to populate and pull that number. What I found was this was the amount of customers or purchases we had during this period of time. Now I need to determine, sorry for clicking so fast, now I need to determine what AOV is. Pretty straightforward. You can do it two ways, one on Facebook, which I'll show you now. Navigate to your account overviews tab, pull in your website purchase value. Oh, already have it set up. So again, all I do is take my website purchase conversion value, sorry, by my amount of purchases, which gave me about an AOV on Facebook, around 75 bucks, not bad. I like that. Or what I can do is go into our analytics. Should pull the same time period. Beautiful. And it's going to show you right here. Nice AOT. So what I would do is probably take the difference between the two. Come back to our doc and kind of plug it in. Right. So 73. Facebook was about 75. And now we have it. It's kind of set up. It's kind of like, forget it's what we did. We got it. So what we're trying to focus on is we have our number of our purchasers. We know our AOV is around 73 bucks on average. These are the amount of transactions, pardon me, amount of transactions that we're getting during this period of time. And customers that are spending $99 and over are the ones that are most valuable to me. So the biggest win here, you have a great cart, right? So having a higher AOV is always going to help you acquire more customers because it allows you to spend more dollars and out and win more of those auctions, right? So again, I think it's really important for us to focus on it just by adding just 10% more internally, looking at the customers, not more on acquisition mode, but more on retention and increasing that purchase frequency is it's going to result in a lot more added revenue without as much frustration as creating new formulas on the front end, how to acquire cheaper traffic. I need cheap traffic. I'll take high expensive traffic if I know that their AOV is consistently going to be above $100, right? Or sorry, this is your customer lifetime value, but if my AOV is consistently over $80, I'll spend on expensive clicks all day. Now, these numbers are crucial in understanding what your benchmarks are. Like, where do I begin, right? This is where you start. But if you had to do this consistently, if you had to update a doc similar to this week after week, month after month, quarter, year, it's gonna be a headache, right? Because not only do you have to update this doc and find these numbers, now we have to make more clicks, more steps, and develop these audiences, right? What audiences do we need? What am I talking about? Those that buy multiple times, those that spend on the first time, those that have been around, the loyal ones, right? Those that are spending, in this case, over $100 during a period of time, right? Those are the ones that are coming back, engaging in my content, repurchasing. So do you really want to update this all the time? No, of course you don't. So let me show you the easiest way to kind of get these numbers that you need so that you can get quicker to launching your strategies on retention, launching your strategies on increasing frequency. So as I was saying, there must be an easier way. There must be a tool that marketers are using to cut down all this time of searching and finding what my ideal audience is, like relying on other means of, I mean, user error math. Like I would put my money into a nice API that kind of pulls this through. So wasn't that awesome, right? Clicking around, finding your numbers, having to do this manually updated. I'm sure Supermetrics or something can pull it in, but here's where I have all my brands plugged into. This is an app called Glue. We use this internally, and like I said before, it'll pull in your AOV, it'll pull in your LTV, it'll pull in when you need to reach out to customers. This was not only going to guide your ad strategy, but it'll guide your email strategy. It will guide your messaging, your inventory. It'll do all those things for you. And the best thing about it, and what you can do today, is install, because you have a 10-day free trial, right? Nothing gets better than that. It's absolutely free. And I cannot wait to show you how quick and easy you can find all these audiences, right? All these different audiences in a matter of minutes.